Hey everyone! So I'm going to make a video today about creative enlightenment for both the men and the women, and what that looks like and how we attain it. And I want to start by sharing the most important key to attaining a level of creative enlightenment, because there's many levels, but to attain any level of creative enlightenment, we need to be deeply connected to the oneness and the unity of our hearts. And then all other aspects of ourselves can come into a more active space. And what happens for each men and women when we attain creative enlightenment, we are able to have a deep flow through our beings of both unified love and creative energy. And that energy is active and represented as the infinite eight. And the eight for the man connects with the prostate, which is his galactic healing center. And for the woman, connects to and around the womb. And the eight goes under it and connects to it. And then it goes up and around and through the sun center and through the spark of the divine and our soul within us. And then it goes up and around the heart, and then it goes back down infinitely. And this happens in a figure 8 on the side of the body, not as a front on. And that is the same for both the men and the women. And this also brings into harmonious union the knowing that I and Kevin have had for a long time now, that the Creator Divine Source's number is 88. And I never knew why. I just knew that it was. And that is the why. When he and mother are representing next to each other as creative force, each of them is an 8, or infinite spiral of light and unconditional love, which I think is so beautiful. And what is the representation within us of the sun center and the soul, and what's that's importance for us in the heart and in the creative enlightenment. So each of us has a like creation of the sun itself within our beings, and some of us know this as the spark of the divine within us. And this is a direct reflection of the sun itself, which houses the mother around the outside and the divine source's heart in the center. And then around that, we've got our own unique housings and frameworks, which allow, when we've attained creative enlightenment, true creative freedom. And what also happens is that the color of your soul itself will start to emanate through your creative spheres and your heart center itself. And they will all come into a deeper, higher alignment with your ancient essence of truth, and also with the divine creator, father, mother themselves. Okay, so another important part to know within each of our galactic housings, so for the women in the womb and for the men in the prostate, we each hold a vast reservoir in a vast reservoir of capacity to heal through the multitude of the connections within that space. So each of us is connected to every set of parents we've ever come through, every energy we have ever birthed, every energy we have ever had physical intimacy with. And in that, the oldest of us as souls are connected to many millions, if not billions, of energies. And that's not to discount the youngest of the souls, because they have absolutely phenomenal healing capacity too. It's just a nice example to show what it is we really hold. And in that, we have, through the heart's connection of the divinity of love and unity, we're able to create massive healing for all life and for all others. We're able to begin healing or heal completely our ancestral lines. We're able to heal for our children. And we're able to heal for worlds. And I feel the importance of this at a time where we genuinely seek to create unity that is everlasting. I don't think any of us that have come through all of this as genuine loving hearts truly ever wish to go back to separation. Okay, so I'm going to close with an additional share and expanding of something that we have only known a little bit about, in most cases, in this time-space reality, which is the separation that we've seen between the men and the women. And for a long time now, up until recent times, we've seen the men being the superior, or looked at as being the superior. And what we don't see or know in that, or haven't been shown as humanity, is the times where the women were also the superior of the two throughout our history as a collective. And we've seen this back and forward of separation for a really long time. And as we are coming to a space of unity, we now need to let go of all the old paradigms and work together finally as one, and as a unified whole, which comes back to the absolute importance of what's created in creative enlightenment, where we are reconnecting to our soul and then the divine creator, source and mother for all things that we choose to create. That's a lot of creates, but create. As they sit in absolute unity, harmony, equality, oneness in everything they do. They've never been apart or not created as one. They're absolute equals. Divine Mother was the first thing that Creator ever made, and without her nothing else was possible. I think that's that. Love, Victoria.